Anarchy, this is...
Hamish Hooper, the media crew member aboard the Camper, the Team New Zealand boat. Hamish, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, good, good. Obviously, you have a lot of work cut out for you, but you seem to have a good attitude. You don't seem stressed out like some of the other guys.
Oh, there's a wee bit of stress there, for sure. But always try and do things with a smile on your face and crack a few jokes in the meantime. But no, it's a funny few days here, actually. You're sort of on top of things, and you know you are, but there's always a bit of doubt. Thinking, shit, have I remembered everything? But I think I'm all good.
You got checklists for that, and probably guys looking over your shoulder too.
Oh, one or two probably, without me knowing.
Yeah. So you know, I think the reason I really wanted to grab you and talk to you is you seem to get something that I and a lot of our readers, and I think the general public really wants, and we don't see all that often, which is to capture just how much humor there is in this whole endeavor. Is that just part of, you know, I know you're a filmmaker, but is that just part of your natural attitude, or are you working at this a little bit?
No, I think I generally, you know, try and make light of anything I do, you know, try and have a good time. There's no point not. And actually these guys, you know, they are very, very serious sailors, but they're actually extremely funny guys as well. And we have a lot of laughs on the boat, and I guess that just naturally comes through. I don't have to try too hard, maybe prompt them here or there, but no, I don't have to try hard to make.
But it's rare that we get to see it, and I'm referring specifically to two videos that you guys did in the run up to this. The first being a hilarious joke on Rob Salthouse, where you fooled him into pulling in a hand line, saying there was a tuna on board, and it turned out to be cans of tuna. Another being a rugby practice, basically, you know, trying to help the All Blacks. It was really funny stuff. Do you have like a bit of a can of tricks to try and engineer some of those pranks down the road?
No, well, I guess, you know, the tuna one I can't really take a whole lot of credit for. The guys,
you held the camera.
I sort of saw there was something being planned, and I wanted to be in on it. And then when I realised what it was, I thought, well, I better get this on camera. And as it turned out, it worked well, and it was pretty funny. And yeah, it went well. You know, it got a lot of views, so that's always good. The All Black one, we had a pretty tough couple of months while the Rugby World Cup was on. It was quite stressful times, and you know, 7 guys on the boat plus most of the shore crew are all Kiwi guys, so that was what we're thinking of day and night, trying to keep focused on this, but rugby was always there. So to make a video, the guys all wanted to make a video to send to the All Blacks and hopefully help them do it, and they won. I'm sure it wasn't the video which helped them win, but hopefully they had a laugh.
Well, you guys were at sea during a part of the action. Did you were you getting updates on the sat phones or what?
Yeah, we were getting updates when it mattered. I mean, you know, leg 0 was a prime example. We were due to be back in time to watch the quarterfinals, but then we got parked up on top of Ibiza, and so I was hounding the race committee here that we needed some score updates because it's very important. So yeah, we did what we could.
Lay something out for me. You know, you don't have much of a racing background at all, do you?
No, not at all.
Oh, boy.
My first race was the Auckland to Fiji race this year on CAMPER. So
what was your impression? I mean, what was your first impression of when things started to get a little nuts?
Well, I guess the first impression was, shit, what am I doing, you know? And that goes through my head all the time. But then you sort of forget about the tough times, remember the good times. But yeah, I guess the incentive for me in all this was a bit of adventure. It's, in a way, it's my video production background. It's sort of what I've been doing, but it's at an extreme end of it. So it's potentially a once in a lifetimer. Yeah.
Never know though. This thing has a way of sucking people in. Like the people in this race at every level, from management down to the newest guy, you know, they seem to never get away from it.
No, I've noticed that, and I'm wary of it too. You see the same guys, they're doing it over and over, and when you're out there in heinous weather, you think, what is wrong with these guys? Why do they keep coming back? There's obviously something I haven't got just yet. Maybe I will. Hopefully I will.
I reckon you will. I mean, Hamish, what's as a guy who hasn't done a lot of this, what's the thing that keeps you up at night that maybe makes you wake up in the sweats?
I don't know. It's a good question. I think just as I say, you sort of remember the good things and forget the bad, but then in the back of your mind you know there's bad and you know it's real hard. And so that's always in the back of your mind, I guess, that, you know, you go through real deep downs, but then you go through such high highs. So I guess in the back of your mind, it's whether you're prepared for those lows as best you can be.
Who's the funniest guy on board?
There's a few. Tony Ray's got to be up there. All the under 30s are sort of clowns. They're pretty easy to get to do funny things.
Now, and that brings up my final question. I asked Amory and Nick this, and I've asked Rick Deppy this, and you know, the question is how willing are these guys to let you paint them in ways that are real, dramatic, maybe really emotional, really funny. How willing are they? How much do they clam up around you? And how hard is your job going to be of showing who they really are?
I think generally I'm pretty lucky. The guys know what I'm there for and are willing to open up. But in saying that, I haven't yet been in, if we're at the back of the fleet having a bad day and nothing's going right, I haven't yet had that. So it's hard to say, but so far they've all been totally open. They know what I'm there for and they want to help me do the best I can to sort of portray that to the public. How
do you feel about being on the other side of the camera?
Yeah, a bit uncomfortable. Not used to it. We often get assignments of how, everyone wants to see what the MCMs do. I'm like, well, I don't really like filming myself that much, but I guess you've got to get used to it every now and then.
It's not it's not even the filming yourself; it's the editing yourself and listening to yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Which I'm going to do with this video right now, so you guys can watch it at home. Hamish Hooper, check him out, ETNZ blog, and you can go see those videos. Thanks.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, no worries.